Hi, and welcome back to M's Den. We've got some more reseller research for you.
Another bite-sized chunk, hun.
Another bite-sized chunk, yeah.
Do you know what we're tackling today?
Not a clue.
Power Rangers. Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
These are vintage
Boys'
Power
toys.
Rangers from the 90s, hun.
Wow.
We've niched down into just 90s Power
Just
Rangers.
90s?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, they have a special place in our heart, Power Rangers,
Yes.
because I started working for Bandai, who had the licence for Power Rangers, and I started in 1995 as part of their QC toy safety department. So all of the Rangers we're going to talk about, I actually handled
You dealt with.
Used to check the packaging and things like this. So yes, it was happy time. So it's a bit of nostalgia on this.
Yes, yeah.
But we thought we'd take you through some of the ranges. So originally, it started off as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So this was between the years of 93 to 96-ish. Then the next range, that was the only range, hun, where they had the wording before Power Rangers. All the others seemed to be after Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So we started off with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Then we moved on to Power Rangers Zeo. Blast
Zeo.
from the past,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Christ, yeah.
They were sort of 96 to 97-ish. Then we had Power Rangers Turbo. That was the following year. Then we moved on to Power Rangers in Space.
Power Ranger in Space?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. I thought it was a bit of a weak range, that.
Okay.
But then we moved on to Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Do you remember Lost Galaxy?
Lost Galaxy, yeah.
And that took us into sort of coming into the 2000s then. So we are focusing on Mighty Morphin, Zeo, Turbo, In Space and Lost Galaxy. Now the reason we're sort of showing you some of these figures is because sometimes you can be at a boot sale and in a box you can see just a lone Power Ranger figure. Is it worth your time? Well, this picture sort of shows that yes it is, because this person had a full team of 1993 8-inch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and they got $64.99 plus £4.50 postage. Now I believe, hun, these are the ones where you squeeze the legs together and then the heads flip round.
Right, okay.
Now these sort of things you could easily find at a boot sale for 50p, and it's just a case of gathering them up, and that's what I think we'll be doing next year, hun.
Yeah, definitely.
Bundling.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to a 1993 Dragonzord action figure. This went for £45 plus £4.50. Now all of these items we're showing you are pre-owned items. The prices are sort of October, November, December 2022. As with anything, prices can go up and down, but we're sort of showing you these just so you've got a rough idea of what some of these toys are fetching at this current time. So we're now going to move on to the Zeo range, hun. I could never say this years ago. Pyramidus.
Yeah.
Pyramidus. Power Ranger Zeo range. This went for £225
Wow.
and £69.50. Crazy, isn't it?
£69.50 postage?
Yeah. £69.50 postage.
Wow.
I know. I don't quite know how they sent it.
Yeah.
But then we've got a Power Ranger Zeo staff. This went for £92, hun.
Yeah.
Achieved 20 bids. And postage was £3.35. We're going to move on, hun, to a Power Ranger Turbo range. This was the Robo Racer Megazord.
Yeah.
This went for £100, but it wasn't 100% complete. So they still managed to get £100 for it. It was 99% complete.
Yeah, so stuff is worth picking up if it's cheap enough.
That's it. That's exactly it. And sometimes you don't know what the item is from, but Google Lens is really good for this, isn't it?
Yes, definitely.
For getting an idea. It's like this item here, hun. If you were to see this in a 50p bin, you wouldn't realise it was worth so much money. This was a Power Rangers Lost in Space Astromorpher, and it went for £130. This is the one of the things you just put on your wrist.
Yeah.
£130 plus £9.05p postage. So then we're going to move on to a Power Rangers Lost in Space Astro Megazord with lights and sounds, hun. £125 plus £7. It's crazy, isn't it, when you look at it?
It is crazy.
We've dealt with all these toys. We should have kept some of them.
I know.
We're then moving on to a Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Megazord. This went for £69.99 plus £8. So you can sort of see the prices are getting a bit cheaper because they're newer in a sense.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And also it can also depend on if there's packaging, the condition of the packaging, these sort of things can really affect the price. Then we've got a Power Ranger Lost Galaxy Morpher wristband. This went for £40. That's not too bad though, is it, if you get it for £1 or so at the boot sale?
Yeah.
But we also want to highlight that sometimes you can pick bits and pieces up, not know what they are, but if you put them together, they are still worth quite a bit of money. So this is a huge vintage Power Rangers bundle that went for £199. So that's the easiest way, Hans. Just gather it up,
like
chuck
you
it all
said.
together, photograph it, job
Yeah, that
done.
is the, you haven't got to really worry about
You
your
haven't got to
research really, or
research, no,
anything
you
like
haven't
that.
got
You
to-
just literally bundle it all together.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're picking them up really cheap at the boot sale, it's definitely worth gathering.
And I think that's what we'll look to do. We'll look to, through the year, pick them up, and then Q4, whack them together and see what we can get.
Yeah. No,
So hopefully that's sort of shown you what some of the Power Rangers can go for at this time of year.
Yeah.
Hun, what else have we got going on?
Oh, what we got going on? Oh, our next thing is we went to Cardiff, didn't we?
We did. This is the week before your birthday, wasn't it? This is
It was.
part of your birthday
It
celebration,
was.
wasn't
That's it? Yes, a very, very nice surprise. We went to Cardiff. We had they had like not like a fair type.
Yeah, it's like a winter wonderland-y type
thing there. Yeah, we had a few rides and things like that. But they also had there an ice bar.
Yes. -10, they said on the website.
It was very, very cold.
I wore three coats again, Hun, didn't I?
Yeah, you do wear 3 coats quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I get cold, and you may notice that I look quite jolly in the video. It's because
Because she had a drink.
the tickets come with a free drink. I had a strawberry daiquiri, but it was like 3 times the strength of a normal drink. So I was quite merry. So you may see a little bit of mum dancing. So I can only apologise.
Only a tiny bit.
Only a tiny bit.
But there you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.